The future already knows exactly how and when we die. I want to be clear. This entire story is fictional, created only for entertainment. None of these events are real. I should have stopped after the first folder, the one with that future date. A date that shouldn't exist. But curiosity, it becomes a force, like gravity. And tonight, that force pulled me to a storage facility at the edge of the city. I have no idea who rented the unit in my name. I don't know why the receipt showed a date that hasn't even happened yet. All I knew was the access window. Between 9:17 and 9:27 p.m., I arrived at 9:16. Watching the seconds tick by like a key turning in my mind. The storage unit door. It was already unlocked, like someone had prepared it for me. I lifted it slowly, and this wave of cold air rolled out as if the space had been refrigerated. Inside, there was a single pallet wrapped in plastic. Scrawled on the plastic in black marker were the words "returns." The letters were shaky, like they were written by a hand that didn't want to finish the message. On top of the pallet sat a small mailer with my name printed on it. It's the same name, but the font was just ... off, like it had been stamped by a printer from a slightly different reality. Inside the mailer was a black USB-C cable. It felt strangely heavy, almost like it was storing potential energy. The moment I plugged it into my phone, a new album appeared in my photo gallery. It was called Evidence. The album was filled with pictures of this exact unit, but taken from angles I hadn't been to yet. In one photo, I was wearing a jacket I don't even own. In another, the pallet was gone. Then, in the next, a new crate sat in the corner, with a brand name I'd never seen before. And just like that, the album vanished, as if the future was hiding its secrets until I earned the next clue. My screen then showed a single number, 9:23. The second the clock hit 9:23. The unit next to mine creaked open all by itself. I peered inside, and it was completely empty. No dust, no scuff marks, just a dark rectangular stain on the concrete where something huge had once sat. As I stared at that dark patch, I felt it. I felt like the future was looking back at me, right through that stain on the floor. I told myself I wouldn't touch anything, but I couldn't resist. I lifted the plastic on the pallet just slightly. Underneath was another envelope. Inside was a picture of my storefront. But the sign above the door had a different name. The product displays inside looked like technology from 10 years in the future, or maybe from a branch of the timeline where technology evolved differently. Stamped at the bottom of the photo was a time, 3:33, no date, just those three numbers. It felt like an instruction, a code that hadn't been solved yet. When I finally left the unit, the exact time was 9:27. I felt like I had just completed some kind of stage, a checkpoint in a game I didn't understand. Maybe this isn't about opening boxes. Maybe it's about following a schedule. I drove home, my heart pounding, trying to convince myself I hadn't just seen proof of another timeline. My living room security camera made this small, mechanical sound, like a cough. Almost like it remembered a sound that hadn't happened yet. I immediately unplugged it. As I stared into the black lens, for just a split second, I swear I saw the reflection of the storage unit door rising behind me, even though I was miles away. I don't know if this is time slipping, or my memory slipping, or my very identity slipping away. But I know one thing. Next Friday, at 9:17 p.m., I'm going back. I'm going to see what happens when the future decides to speak more clearly. Next Friday. I will open the envelope that wasn't there today, but will be then. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. If you're as curious as I am to see what happens next, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss a thing. I'll see you next week.